Mateo, what's going on, bro? You said they joke. What you mean, man? Just talk to me, man. What you mean they joke? What's going on, man? Y'all get in here, man. Hit the like button, share for me, man. Shamam and Ted, what's going on, bro? BZ Zaps. Talking about what is this? B Money and Mellow. How's 2021 class working out? What's going on, bro? Y'all get in here, hit the like button and share, man. We about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. You know what I'm saying? We let a couple more people file in here. Today, a couple things, man. Funny Kelvin Benjamin stuff came out, man. I don't know if it's funny, man. I don't know what's going on there. Hope it's not serious, but we'll talk about that. Miami gets Isaiah Horton, wide receiver out of Tennessee. But first things first, dog, if you want to get involved with the stock market or want to learn how to invest, well, not learn, we're not financial advisors, but you can create up a platform where you can come see what we invest in and you can just copy us. And as you do go through the motions of the actions of making a trade and things of that nature, you eventually catch on or have a concept of what's going on. So the number scroll at the bottom, 786-405-9499. If you want to get involved with the stock market, crypto, Bitcoin back at 40,000. I told you, fools. Coach Hayes, what's going on, bro? Right off the bat, Corey said, what is FSU doing? Corey said, what is FSU doing that we ain't? Well, listen, I just interviewed the FSU commit, Aaron Hester, and we're going to watch a little bit of his interview, and you can listen and see what he say. You know what I'm saying? But first off the bat, man, Mr. Isaiah Horton commits to Miami, 6'3" kid, nice size. If you ain't ever seen him play, want to see him, he go. What's going on? If you're just getting in here, man, we're watching Isaiah Horton committed to Miami today. Nice size kid, 4-star. Had everybody, bro. Auburn, Alabama, Florida, Florida State, Kentucky, LSU. Recruited by Coach Likens. I'm guessing, man. I mean, when we got the offense, I knew the offense was going to bring in some talented wide receivers. We were close to landing Ja'Cory Brooks, bro. I mean, Miami jumped in. And Miami was in the fray. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like Alabama, Florida. Miami was right there. His dad liked what he was hearing out of Miami. With the offense being so wide open, man, we knew that we would get some top talent at wide receiver. So So if you're just getting in here, man, you want to get involved with the stock market or want to learn what crypto, you don't know what Bitcoin is, like Coach Hayes. 786-405-9499 is scrolling at the bottom right there. It's gonna be scrolling for the entire show. But this is Miami commit Isaiah Horton. My ex was all over this one also. Corey Mitchell said, "What is FSU doing that Miami that we ain't?" Interesting, man. I don't know. I don't think all schools are equal. I don't think things are equal. I don't think it's like we have to understand what Miami philosophy. Like, what is Miami trying to do? What are they? Yeah, we're not in. I don't think we're in the boardroom with them to see what their philosophy is, what they're trying to do, who are they trying to attack. Um, I don't think just because Florida State's signing a bunch of kids, you know what I'm saying, that may be where they're at with their program, where they have to sign a bunch of kids. Like I said, I just interviewed Aaron Hester. Aaron Hester was headed to Miami. I'm gonna let him tell you. He wanted to come to Miami. His daddy actually played for Florida State. He was feeling the coach. Then we had a coaching change. Julian says the evening breath show, huh? That is one of the big things that he said. That they're saying they're selling plane. FSU is selling plane now. Um, yeah, that is one of the things that he said. If you're just getting in here, that was Isaiah Horton's highlight. I guess we could roll it back one more time. We got an interview. Like I said, we got an interview with Aaron Hester, Florida State commit. Somebody wants to know what Florida State is doing different. Well, we got an interview with one of them. Want to hear it? Here you go. I'll let y'all watch a little bit of that. Um, My bad. Y'all can hear me now? We good? Let me read that again for y'all. So here we go. So, Kansas State Street, what do you think about Oklahoma and Texas to the SEC? And do you think Miami should look elsewhere for conferences? And this is what we was talking about in our group, bro. Kevin Lurie, it's me again. This is what we were talking about in our group. We were talking about so the Big 12 is alleging that ESPN has been contacting Big 12 schools outside of Texas and Oklahoma about joining other leagues. And the person that tweeted this said, to which I only have one response: what are you doing, ESPN? We talk about this a lot, about the relationship between conferences, TV channels, Fox relationship, like the relationship between the SEC conference and the TV, and are there any deals in the back end? Are they pushing kids? Do they air kids that are going to the SEC because that's the schools that's on their platform? We talk about this a lot. Like, what is the relationship between media, the conferences? Because when you start talking about money, man, big money, all bets off, bro. All bets off when you start talking about big money. So Oklahoma and Texas going to the SEC. I don't know. The SEC. Okay, so the SEC may be the toughest league, in college football from top to bottom. Now, it seems as if they're trying to. I don't know. I haven't looked into what they're trying to do, but for the last 6 months, I've been saying, okay, they're letting kids transfer. They created the transfer portal. Oh, they're going to allow them off the leash to make money. They're going to allow them to make money off their own likeness. Oh, they're giving the kids a lot. Anytime they hand you a cracker, it's because they got a box of crackers they about to unveil. You know what I'm saying? So you get your cracker first, and then they just walk out with the whole box. Like, look, what y'all eating? Y'all straight? They walk out with their whole box of crackers. There's something in the works here, bro. And college football, I think, is about to change completely. I saw something from Emirates, the NCAA, basically saying, I think it's time we get a power to the conferences. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think they're trying to create? Like, what do you think is about to happen? SEC trying to create the AFC, and the other conferences are going to have to figure it out because one of them going to be the NFC. I don't know. And there's going to be two big conferences. I don't know. But if the SEC has all these strong teams, and then they're just playing each other, that can turn into sort of like it is now. Like when you have the tiers, you have SEC, ACC, Big 12, all these schools, and then you have other tiers of conferences. Then you get into the SWAC, and it's almost like the conferences at the bottom can't even break the top 25. So if they keep loading up the SEC, the ACC better they try to keep up. You know what I'm saying? They better try to keep up with something. Right, the ACC and ACC get the most TV time. Cal, dog, what kind of edibles you got, dog? What the edibles do? Where they put you to sleep, big homie? You know what I'm saying? What kind of edible you got, dog? This man stay on the edibles, dog. This man stay on the edibles. That's funny, big homie. Yeah, so I don't know, bro. He said it seems like I'm saying some good shit too. So I mean, what do you guys think? Like what do you think they're trying to do with these super conferences, and they're loading up these conferences? I can't figure it out, but I just know that the powers that be, when they have power, they have stronghold, they're not going to relinquish it. So they're making changes to the game. You got the transfer portal, which is free agency, and now you can transfer anywhere. Me and X went back and forth about that. He thought it was COVID, and I was like, no, they're finna allow this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Then they allow the kids to make money. They basically lay down and say, hey, all right, man, y'all famous. We admit it. Y'all famous. We admit it. Go out there and find yourself some money. They're allowing they allow them to play because there's a bigger picture. There's something they're about to bring. Maybe in 2 years, maybe in 5 years. I mean, but there's something that they're about to bring. College football, something is about to change with the way college football is ran. Whether it's players being employed, something's going to change. And you best believe they're going to be in power. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? They're going to stay in power until somebody dethrone them, or they're going to stay in power. So this is going to create a situation where they still have control somewhat. You think they could break away from the NCAA? The NCAA is just like the governing body, right? Like just the person that write the rules, and it look like all the damn rules are going away. It look like everything is leaving. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if they're under contract with the NCAA. I don't know how it works. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That part I've never really got into. If they could just load up their leagues and break away from the NCAA. I mean, why wouldn't they have been done that? I mean, watching college football, Oklahoma versus Auburn, Oklahoma versus Alabama, like what? Yeah, bro. I mean, they could have been with a product like that. They could have been broke away from the SEC. I mean, from the NCAA. I mean, GR, you say they can break away? But what do you guys think it's going to look like? So the SEC breaks away. It's its own entity. It got its own TV contracts. It got its own everything. It could stand alone. Like, what do you think is going to happen with college football? You think the ACC will break away and somehow they'll create it to where they play at the end? I don't know. What do you guys think it'll look like? Because if the SEC breaks away and you're not in the SEC, you're not in the SEC. I don't know. I don't know how to put that. I mean, you're not in the SEC, and you're not a part of the thing. Oh yeah, Lurie played for the Patriots. He played for the 11U Patriots. We just edited y'all video, Lurie. We're gonna put y'all video out tomorrow. Versus South Florida Bengals. Watch everything. Say what's so special about the SEC. What's so special about the SEC? The only team winning is Bama. Well, that's sort of like when people said, okay, remember back in the day, Northwest and Central, Miami, Kansas City was all in the same district, and only one could get out of there. They was all in the same class, and it was like only one could get out of there and make it to state, and then you had the whole entire state looking like, well, Central, the Northwestern keep coming up here. Central must be ain't nigga. No, they eating each other face. They gotta play each other. So they eat each other face. They X each other out, and then one gets to go up there and play against Claremont or somebody. When maybe all three of them was just as good as any team in the state. So when you say with the SEC, I think they're playing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to, bro, listen, the basketball does it. Basketball does the little preseason conference versus conference. this best team play against that top team, then the second team play against the second team. If you did that in football, right? If you did that how would that look? If you did that in football and you did the ACC versus this is going to be fun. And you did the ACC versus the SEC, right? And they played conference versus conference. First, you'll get Alabama versus Clemson, right? Oh, this might get ugly fast. Okay, second. Who's the second best team in the SEC? Who's the second best team in the SEC? We're not even going to count Texas and Oklahoma. Like, we're just going to leave them out. Oh, man, I done lost my pen right there. Who's the second best team in the ACC, in the SEC? LSU? Damn, Georgia. See, look at this. Look at this already. Georgia. So then you get Georgia versus who in the ACC? Georgia. So we'll get Georgia. Georgia, the second team. The first will be Alabama versus Clemson. The second team, you get Georgia versus North Carolina. Ooh, that hurt. North Carolina is the second best team in the ACC. So now you got a Georgia North Carolina matchup on day 2. Day 3. Then you march all LSU in. You march LSU in. You're like, well, who we gonna match up against LSU? Who the third best team in the ACC? Miami, the third best team in the ACC. So we got old LSU versus Miami. We seen that game already. But all right, Joe Burrow's gone. Okay, Joe Burrow gone, and Amari Richard doesn't get hurt. He told us he was the whole game plan. Then he got hurt. So maybe we get a better game. Maybe I don't know. We got to beat Oklahoma State first. But so the third, you get LSU. Cal said, Cal say this is sad. Hey, look, people say, look, my boy James done threw Texas A&M in there. He's saying Texas A&M before Georgia. This is all bad, dog. This is all bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's saying Texas A&M in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I don't know if they're before Georgia, but he feels they're before Georgia. So say we put Texas A&M 4th. Is Texas A&M 4th? Say we put Texas A&M 4th. Me, JR, say we could beat LSU. Jesus Christ. Me, JR. Gotta beat that. We gotta beat the Florida Internationals first, me, JR. Come on, you gotta beat North Carolina first. Come on, me, JR. So we got Texas A&M versus who? Mike Jean. They said it. Cause everybody always say, man, the SEC ain't that good. They only got okay. So you got Texas A&M versus NC State, Florida. Can't go if not Florida State. Florida State down right now. Texas A&M versus, but this about to get. But listen. Yeah, but LSU is. Look who they're playing against, bro. Like, what do you think Oklahoma State record would have been if you put them in? If you put them in the SEC, they beat us. You got NC State versus old Jimbo Fisher. That's 4 games so far. So we got Alabama versus Clemson, Georgia versus North Carolina, LSU versus Miami, Texas A&M versus NC State. Come on, bro. We're looking at 1-4, bro. Like we 1-4 right off the bat, and that's if Clemson can get lucky, hunker down, and somehow beat Alabama. And that's But we could be 0-4, bro. Like, listen, we need to keep going. Then you throw in old Auburn. Auburn versus who? Because we already done got to NC State. Auburn versus who? Virginia Tech? Duke? Oh, somebody said we got Pitt. Auburn versus Pitt. Maybe in a wet field. Ugh, I forgot about UF. All right, man. Fuck all this. Fuck all this. Forgot about Florida. Leave it alone, man. Let's play another game. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone, man. Let's play another game, dog. Just leave it alone, dog. But you see what I'm saying? For the person that said SEC is only team winning is Alabama. I mean, yeah, your thought, that's what your mind said, because when you think about it, but when you think about what you're saying is, yeah, only one team could win a national championship, but you undress the mugs and march them into another conference and play one-on-one. Kyle, I had to get up out of there, dog. We left Florida. We totally left Florida out. Who y'all got? Florida versus Wake Forest? Oh, my God. See, and that's so for the arguments when people say, hey, man, the ACC ain't that much further than SEC, is bad, bro. SEC versus the world. Try that. Exactly, dog. Exactly. You got old Vandy versus Florida State game. Totally left Florida out, dog. Just skipped over Florida. That's how many good teams they got in the SEC, dog. Let's not kid ourselves. So why the SEC don't go undefeated in bowls? Because I think, okay, so look, I think bowl games are like plus ones. It's not the regular season. So listen, okay, so look. Sometimes, and I'm going to give out an example. Sometimes Georgia is fighting for a national championship to get into the playoffs and they get snubbed. Right? And they get snubbed. Georgia isn't motivated to face whoever they give them, Michigan. They're not motivated to face them because they just got snubbed for the national championship. Now the coach got to gather them together, get them back to practice, get them focused again. You know what I'm saying? Right. The player's not motivated. Right. Let's go to who told the story on our platform about Alabama? Chad Wilson. When Chad Wilson told the story about Florida losing, it was supposed to have been a Miami versus Florida matchup. Y'all remember this? And he said, Florida loses, Alabama upsets him, Alabama walks in, and Miami's looking like, man, where Florida? Damn, we want to play against Alabama. And then Alabama walk in and chin check them. And man, walk in and chin check them. So page 305 said, where's that excuse? Where's that excuse when UM loses the bowl? Because Miami isn't playing. I just gave you an example. Like Miami didn't get snubbed. They didn't get snubbed from a possible championship. Miami isn't playing, you know what I'm saying? Miami isn't playing Auburn, LSU, Alabama every week. So I can see how some SEC teams, and it happens at all levels. Like it's not just Miami. So when Miami walks in versus who beat us a couple of years that sucked. Who that was? Fresno State. Who that was when Sam Brooks had the good game? Miami walks in to play against those guys. I'm sure they're not super motivated. I'm sure they wasn't super motivated to play against FIU. But that's kind of just how it is. That's how I can see that. But listen, sometimes they kick the shit. Remember what Auburn did to Wake Forest, or sometimes they could sit out of some of them teams. Louisiana Tech, yeah, I'm sure Miami wasn't motivated for that game. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they weren't. He said, "Well, UM limps into bowl games after losses to FIU." Right? That's what I'm saying. I think that's the reason. That's part of the reason why they're not undefeated in bowl games, bro. We just did the matchup. We just did the matchup. And if you guys think that it's almost equal, I used to think that it was close. You know what I'm saying? But we just did the matchups. We left out Florida, and we was already at Virginia Tech or somebody with Miami. I mean, with the ACC. Georgia hasn't won anything to act like that. I think you take Georgia out of the SEC and put them in the ACC, right? And put them in the ACC, and they get a chance to win more. I mean, you can look at the gauntlet, dog. I mean, look. Then they gotta pay the conference championship. Gerald Cook say, "Bro, stop. They should want to compete." Yeah, a lot of shit should happen in life, Cook. A lot of stuff should happen in life. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Chad Wilson sat right on the platform and explained the same thing that I just explained. Yeah, a lot of people should want to compete. We know they should want to compete. They should want to stand up for their school. Yeah. Tell that to the kids that saying, I ain't playing, man. I'm going to the draft. Y'all go ahead and put the second string running back in. I'm out. He should want to play, shouldn't he? We should all get along. I like me JR, dog. Me JR, you a quick thinker for. I'm not a fast thinker like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I kind of am. I interview people in certain situations. That boy said we should all get along. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We should get reparations. A lot of excuses for teams. We got more championships than. We talk about championships. That's what we finna do. What have our championships got to do with, like, what is 20 years ago got to do with today, bro? Come on, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, bro. I'm a Miami. Listen, man. I'm a Miami fan, just like y'all Miami fans. But come on, man. I mean, what does Vinny Testaverde and Willis McGahee has to do with us going into FIU? And for no reason, for every reason, Butch Davis, they did not want to hire. Somebody should have pulled Manny in the room and say, dog, 2 things you can't do this year. Lose to Florida State and lose to Butch Davis. Because that's going to make us look really, really stupid. And they waltz in there and get beat. And we want to talk about championships? I mean, bro, listen. Come on now. Come on now. I don't care if Georgia don't have a championship. We're in 2021. The season is about to start. You tell me Georgia takes that field versus Miami. What would the spread be? What would the spread be? I don't care if they never won a championship. What would the spread be if Georgia take that field versus Miami? Now you say I'm boosting Georgia. What would the spread be? We want to talk about what they won. I'll put your comments up here. Here we go, Mark. Here we go, Mark. Mark said, "What does we have to do with you boosting Georgia, who hasn't won anything? They have a worse record with Kirby than with Rick." I know it's a delay. Here come the spreads. That's what the spreads will be. So we can stand on that field and talk about our championships all we want to. These are Miami fans saying that the spread will be 17 points. But we got King. Listen, bro, I love the Canes, man, but I don't like. Yeah, I'm not propping Georgia up. What I'm saying is that let's be real. They're eating each other the same way Northwestern, Kansas City, Central ate each other up, and a team will upset Central at state and be like, "We the state champions, yay!" But Central, Northwestern, they just made it easy for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because they cannibalism. They was all in the same conference. Bro, listen, I'm the biggest Miami fan, but I'm also, and you know what, dog? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you something, me, JR, and Vaughn, and Michael Jean, and Paige. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and y'all might not agree with me. I was the biggest I am a Miami fan, huge Miami fan. I say was because I used to talk just like you guys. I did. And then when I became the media, I had to kind of be impartial sometimes. Like I had to kind of see things clearly and treat teams equally. And when I became the media, I was able to see, and I'm going to be real. I was sitting in the car one day and I was like, man, I put it in the group me for the members the other day. Miami's record like the last 20 years. Miami's records in the last 20 years. And I looked at it and I was like, man, kids going on visits, coming back from the visits, the Duke talking about how they was laughing at Miami DBs on the field. And it's just how the respect has kind of been lost. And I started thinking like, damn, bro, like we got some prideful fans and we got a rich history, but we like San Diego State. We like Oklahoma State. That's what we've been like the last 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad, bro. Can we change the subject? You know what I'm saying? Can we change the subject, though? You know what I'm saying? But I used to think just like y'all because fans are fanatics, and it's almost like it's your child. Like you can't see your child doing something wrong. Like you can't. Somebody be like, dog, your son robbed the bank. I seen it in HD. They got it on film. He'd be like, nah, not my son. Nah, you ain't see my son. That's kind of how it is with your football team. It's like you can't really see the truth unless you step back. I put the record. I put the records up in the group me one time, and the guys, once you see it at one time, you're like, damn. 5 losses, 4 losses, 6 losses. Bruh, we've been kind of mediocre for a while, bro. Can it change? I mean, listen, I was talking to a coach the other day. We got some real leaders in the locker room that just got injected into that team. King is a leader. Can it change? I mean, hopefully so. But I mean, like Manny walking into FIU and losing doesn't make me think it could change. Or us playing a great game against Duke on a high and walk right into North Carolina and get obliterated. Let me guess. One of y'all gonna say we wasn't motivated to play North Carolina. I know it's coming. I'm gonna wait for the delay. I know it's coming. Delaware said the Miami Hurricanes don't need to win games. What? All right, let me read some of these comments, man. Hurricane Miller said everybody got better while we declined. How did that happen, though, bro? Well, all the coaching changes and hiring new coaches and all of that stuff. Bro, listen. I mean, nobody's propping Georgia up. Georgia never won a championship, right? But if they line it up against Miami, y'all said it. The spread will be 17. 17. You know what I'm saying? So Mark walks and said, I missed this point. I don't care about that. I'm talking about the excuses you just made about Georgia not caring about bowls when they haven't won anything. I don't think that's what I said. I think what I said was Georgia plays a SEC championship versus Alabama when it goes to the playoffs, right? Georgia's up 14 points and loses to Alabama. Barely makes the playoffs. We're waiting to see if they can still get in. They still get in. Oh, they don't get in. Oh. They don't want to play. They don't want to go play Michigan. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't want to go play Michigan. 6 players just to say, man, we declaring for the draft. We ain't playing. So nobody know they haven't won anything. But you see why they haven't won anything, bro. You watching the same game I'm watching. You see them go toe to toe with Alabama, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you watch the games just like I watch the games. No, they haven't won anything because they got to go through that. We've been in the ACC. Newsflash, we haven't won anything. And we've been in the ACC for like 30 years. That hurts when you say it, dog. That hurt when you say it, man. Can we change the subject, man? Jesus Christ. Can we change the subject? It does hurt, dog. Like, it does hurt. It bothers me. And it sounds like it's almost like it sounds like I'm not a fan or Mark just keeps saying everything don't matter. He just keeps saying, bro, stop. It doesn't matter. They haven't won anything. Damn, bro, like, Mark, we haven't got out of the ACC. Mark, you're picking on Georgia because they haven't got out of the SEC? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Al White said changes this year. My God, I hope so, because I got a bunch of young bros on that team, man, that I'm really, really pulling for, big dog. There are some guys on that team, bro, that can inject leadership. That are some real leaders in that locker room now. And you get a couple more guys in there, Ja'Cory Brown and these guys that seem like they got good character and they ready to roll and things maybe could turn around if we can get the staff to stop the run. I don't know. I don't know, man. Mark Walker's at this point, bro. I don't really know what you want to hear me say. I just did a head-to-head with the SEC and the SEC. I don't know what else you want to hear at this point, bro. I don't know. Yeah, let's talk about crypto. My boy killing it in crypto. You see he on the Fiji water. Who, Fahim? You talking about Fahim? That's my homeboy. Oh, you say Fiji water, not King water. You talk about me. I'm talking about you talk about me. I'm talking about you talking about Fahim. Going crazy. It's kind of late, dog. Yeah, man. Listen, Bitcoin back up to 40,000, man. It's back up to 40,000. It may dip again, so don't be alarmed. It may dip again before it run, but it looks. I don't know. It looks strong. There's a couple of them out there, man. One you guys should invest in. It's a freebie. Just gonna give it up. Write it down. Get your pens and pads. It's going to be huge. And if you buy it now, you got to buy it now and just sit on it. It's ADA Cardano. Big things coming with that. For the ones who didn't know, it's only like $1.30 now, man. If I was you, I'd load up on it and then just sit on it. ADA Cardano. It's freebie. Just gave it away. You ain't had to be part of CCI. Just gave that one away. That's what he want, MJR. He want me to say. I don't really know what he want me to say, bro. I kind of got lost in the conversation. He said Fiji water, rich nigga water. Y'all know what this is? You know, before the show started, I went to the refrigerator, man, and I put it in the little water thing, and I was like, this bottle about 3 weeks old, dog. I just ain't throw it away with, dog. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things ain't what they seem sometimes. You feel me? Fiji not a Footballville sponsor, but we got one coming. We got one. We're gonna break it through. Listen, bro. We got Big Najee Kelly in the house tomorrow. Boy, Twan hate when I do that. I mean, but listen, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all follow us. Sometimes I just want to share stuff with y'all. But yeah, man, we got Big Najee Kelly in the house tomorrow. And we're gonna break out our first sponsor tomorrow. Man, Max say, do I trust Manny? Trust him what? To like babysit my kids? Trust him with my Bugatti? You mean trusting them like in to bring the team back? Oh, do I trust Manny? I like Manny. Manny's a good guy, dog. And he seems to want to make changes, like when a change needs to be made, and I tip my hat to him for that. He's trying to get it right. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get it right. I think so. I think Manny was too young. It's kind of like the Randy Shannon thing. And it may be too much learning on the job. OJT, you know what I'm saying, for him to catch up. Because some of the things I can't explain. I can't explain FIU. I can't explain North Carolina. It's not necessarily Manny, but Manny's the head, and then he hires his staff. It's the staff, bro, that makes you who you are. Ask Bush Davis. You know what I'm saying? Those losses I don't understand. So, and do something that he hasn't done yet. Like, I mean, I think he won off a bye last year. We could scratch that off the bucket list. But until then, yeah, I'm not sure, man. I think he may be at this party too early. And it may be too big. Paige, do I know you? Paige said the problem is Miami's not a school meant for first-time head coaches. Right. Lou, I remember when Lou Holtz was talking about Randy Shannon one time. And he was saying, Randy's a great guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yada, 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 yada. He was saying, but he's a first-time head coach. He said this on ESPN too. He said, I made all my mistakes at Missouri Tech. I didn't make my mistakes at Notre Dame. Like, I made all my mistakes at West Lafayette somewhere. And then I got better and I got better and I got better and I ended up at Notre Dame. First-time head coaches, they have to make their mistakes at Miami. So then you got to start asking yourself, what is the Miami administration seeking? Like, what are they trying to do? And I think that's the question that fans don't ask enough. They skip right over that and get right to Brad Kaya. Get right in his face. Brad Kaya, motherfucker, what you doing, dog? You better throw it out. You ain't throw it man, anything about you suck, dog, you suck. They get right to Brad Kaya, and they skip. What is the administration trying to achieve? Like, you see who they hire, you see how they move. Like, what is it that they want? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that question gets asked enough. How invested are they in football? BJR, you said it. I didn't say it, big dog. He said, man, he made his mistakes at Texas. No, man. I guess Lou Holtz was talking as that from a head coaching standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Man, Butch was the guy, bro. Butch was the guy. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: when they hired Mark Richt, right? I'm standing in the elevator with Jonathan Vilma. You know, that's when they got the little team. They put the team together, and they all picked the. You know what I'm saying? They had the team to pick a coach, and that's when we got Mark Richt. And I was happy with Mark Richt. I'm standing in the elevator. With Jonathan Vilma. I said, hey. Who was the other coaches they were going to hire? And Butch Davis wasn't on that list, bro. I don't think Oregon's coach was on that list. He said, who did he say? I think he said Schiano. And damn it. Give me some names. Butch was not on that list, dog. Miami cut ties with Butch, man, and they doing some stubbornness. Cristobal. I was surprised that Cristobal wasn't on that list. There was two coaches he said. He said, I think Schiano, and I think he said a coach out of the SEC. And his name was Dan. I think it was Dan Mullen. But I just remember Butch wasn't on that list. That's what I remember. It wasn't Mike Leach. No, I just remember. No, I think it was Dan. I think it was Dan Mullen. I just remember Butch wasn't on that list, and I remember Cristobal wasn't on the list. He didn't come down to the final three. These schools hold grudges, dog. I think it was Dan Mullins. It wasn't Lane Kiffin. I think it was Dan Mullins. These schools hold grudges, dog. They do. They do. UJ spread versus Ain't 17. Kane's Low just dropped in this thing. University of Georgia. If University of Georgia suited up and came to the Hard Rock Stadium, I asked what would the spread be. And two people typed at the same time. I'm sure they're not sitting next to each other. That it will be 17. Cal, what you say? U.S. versus Bama is 21. Us versus Bama is 21. And somebody said us versus Georgia is 17. So, Kane, you're trying to say that you don't think it would be 17? What was us versus Clemson last year? What was us versus Clemson? Man, I think after seeing my retired, who would I hire? Listen, bro, I mean, I would get Butch Davis back in here in a heartbeat. I would get Butch back in a heartbeat. I would get Cristobal. Listen, before Aubrey Hill died, right? I was trying to get Jamel Cook back into school. Safety that played for Central went to USC. I was trying to help him get back in school, and they were looking at, and he said, Street, I was in the car with Bush Davis the other day, and and, and I cornered him, and I brought up Jamel, and they were trying to see. I didn't really know it was this complicated. They were trying to match up how much time he had, which how much time, you know what I'm saying, is it worth it for them? And they were trying to match up some things. And I said, Aubrey, I say, tell me this, because Aubrey was very impressive, dog. He brought a state championship back to Carol City. I used to see he was very impressive. I say, what is it about Bush Davis? And Aubrey Hill said, Street, even at his age, he's sharp. That's what he said. He said, even at his age, Street, he's sharp. He remembers everything. He's on top of everything. And I just think that's a thing, a leader of men, bro. Like, I just think that's something that he has. People want to work for him. He can put staff together. You know what I'm saying? I think I would have went there, but I think Miami has a grudge and they don't even consider him. But then you can't let them. See, listen, man, everybody, we got 70 in here, man. Look at me, man. But then you cannot let him beat you with Anthony Jones. The third Cook brother ran wild on us. You cannot let Bush Davis beat us. That's like a fairy tale or some shit, bro. It's like you can put that on his tombstone. Once created greatest team at Miami ever, and then once beat him brought a stick to a gunfight and beat him down. You can't, dog. You Hurricane Billy, dog. You cannot, dog. Like, listen. Yeah, like, look, two things can't do this year, dog. Listen, man. Let a nigga hit your wife and lose to Bush Davis at FIU. The two things is, man, had two jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come on. Man, I don't know, bro. I know, Eddie, man. We finna change it. On a lighter note, man. Let's just change. Yeah, let's get out. We can talk about something else, bro. On a lighter note, let's bash FSU. Well, I don't even know if this is funny, but we finna talk. We gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. Somebody, please make some sense of this, dog. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to read this, but we're gonna try. I'll read it for you. The Giants have cut Kelvin Benjamin. Video surveillance footage showed Benjamin had been stealing food from the facility to take home. Benjamin was told by Gettleman and Judge before storming off and leaving camp. And I guess this is a picture of Kelvin Benjamin walking across. I guess. Is this a prank or something, dog? Like, what? What is going on there, bro? It's fake. Please tell me it's fake, dog. He didn't steal food. Bro, listen. Please, I hope it is fake, dog. I hope it's fake, dog. Video surveillance. You say keep it 1,000, keep applying pressure because it's true. Yeah, man, but people kind of like come here for Caneville sometimes, and then they want to be happy Cane fans. 100% fake. Did he get cut? That is so, dog. That is so dirty, dog. That is dirty, dog. I hope it is fake, dog. Oh my God, that's dirty. All right, man. Let's get into this. Miami, Florida State commit Aaron Hester. I interviewed him, man. Let's check this out. See. Just play the part where he talks about Miami, and let's see.
I was on the team or something like that. So
and that's what
first time we played them.
And you running all over.
Yeah, so we were killing them the first game. And
that boy said he ran all over the team first time they played him. They whooped them. And the boys beat them 52-6 or something like that the next time they played them. He said they had 3 people on that
playoff game.
This is Aaron Hester for the people just getting in here. Aaron Hester, Florida State commit, who once he said he visited Miami twice. Say he's going to tell a story.
They put a guard, a tackle, and a tailback on me. Be like, I think 52-6. They had a game plan. It was bad.
Wow. Y'all didn't expect that, huh?
That's the team right there. It's the first time we played them.
And you running all over?
Yeah, so we were killing them the first game. Then that playoff game, they came back and got us. They put a guard, a tackle, and a tailback on me. I was like, oh, Lord.
That was they put the guard, the tackle, and the tailback. And they shut you down?
Yes, sir. We were shut. I got shut down. I'll admit it.
That boy said that to
you. I was like, go to shut me down.
So you were like a Miami fan. You wanted to go to Miami, huh?
Yes, I did. But, they had a coaching change right before I committed.
Right. Well, when was that? Who was that?
Coach Pat, defensive ends coach, outside backers coach. He turned into I think a senior advisor on the team or something like that. So,
and that's what was recruiting you?
Yes, sir. I like that dude, man. But yeah, that was caused me to make my decision at FSU.
Wow.
It was an in-state battle between FSU and Miami for sure.
Yeah.
So
who was on you? Did have you visited Miami?
Mm-hmm. I visited them the 9th and 10th grade.
You been out there twice?
Yes, sir. I love Corey Kelvin.
Yeah. How many times you been to Florida State? A bunch, huh?
Oh, a bunch.
That's about 2 hours away from how far is it?
That's probably 2 hours and 30 minutes from Jacksonville. Just head west.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you gonna put your hand in the ground, or you gonna stand up at Florida State?
I'm gonna do both.
It's
a passing down. I'm gonna put my ears back and go.
Right.
They want me to drop in the coverage. I got the feet to do that too.
In high school, though, tell me, who was the best player you played against in high school? That boy said the best player played against was Quan Lee and his team. He said they beat him. Said Quan Lee was going off. Yeah, his dad played for Florida State. He did. He said he wanted to go to Miami. Maybe he stayed with his mom. I don't know. That boy said he'd be out there cutting grass, getting it in every day. Boy, cutting grass, some tough trash. I think his dad's name was Ron Hester. Coach Pat, who did he say?
And then that playoff game, they came back and got us. They put a go. Yes, sir. I like that dude, man. But I don't know. I think a senior advisor on the team. They had a coaching change right before I committed.
Right. When was that? Who was that?
Coach Pat, defensive ends coach, outside back.
I think he said Packy. I think that's what he was saying. I I was hoping Hester wouldn't pick Miami. I live in Duval, and he is just not that good to me. Listen, this is what I think. Let me see something. Boy, say what? 6'3", 230? This is IG. He says somebody moved to the front office or something. Maybe he don't have his story right. So listen, this is what I think when people say somebody just say they don't think he has that dog. You know what I'm saying? All kids aren't raised the same, dog. They aren't. You know what I'm saying? They some kids, like he said, his school, he said, I can see the beach. We can see the water from my school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his background is, but all kids aren't raised the same. They all don't come from the city, stomach touching their back, stuff. They all not like that. I asked the same question about Little. I asked Little about his son. Like, listen, your son was raised in a better environment than you. Like, you think he's soft? Because I'm sure he thought that growing up in the city made you hard and tough and all that stuff. And it does. You go through adversity more when you're raised in that environment. But look at Amar Richards. You could tell Amar Richards was raised probably mom and dad in the house in West Wellington, West Palm Beach. You know what I'm saying? Did that stop him from being a dog? Bro, listen, all these kids don't come from the same place. But right, good is good. Like they don't come from the same place. Like some of these kids with Pat Surtain, these kids had good lives, bro. Mom, dad, good lives. You know what I'm saying? Little. These kids had good upbringings. Do they look soft? No. I mean, so when we say that dog, I guess it can come from a lot of places, bro. It can come from it can actually just come from you having a dad in your life that taught you how to stick and move and be a man. It can come from that. You know what I'm saying? It can come from that. Huh. Andre Campbell say preach. Listen, it gets worse, Andre Campbell, because people in my staff keep wanting me to have a conversation about where the Hurricane greats come from. The great players that played in Hurricane for the Hurricanes, how many of them were from Dade County? You know what I'm saying? They would keep wanting me to have that conversation, bro. And I'm like, no, bro, I don't want to have a conversation. Like, who was from Dade County? Who was from the city? Name the great players that came out of Miami that was from the city. You know what I'm saying? And I think you have to go back. You got to start going back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And who was from Broward and where are the great Miami Hurricane greats from? They're from all across the country. They all had this thing about them. And I think it was the culture of Miami once they got here. I don't know. But yeah, like the greats of Miami, Ed Reed, Jesse Armstead, it's like these guys are from all over the country. Frank Gore. Yes. Frank Gore was from Dade County. But some of the great players weren't from Dade County. You got Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, you got we're not gonna do this right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do this right now. Sean Taylor was definitely from Dade County. Sean Taylor was definitely from Dade County. Yes, Sean Taylor, Roscoe Parrish. You can name some names, dog. Maybe the greatest cornerback ever was from Fort Myers. Maybe the greatest cornerback we ever had from Fort Myers. Where was Ed Reed from? Andre Johnson, Dade County. Where was Ed Reed from? Willis McGahee, Dade County. Ed Reed from Louisiana somewhere or something, right? New Orleans or something. DJ Williams, Dade County. So they be wanting me to have that conversation. I guess because they always hear we need to get back to start recruiting the kids from the city, inner city kids. Like, and I don't know. Luke says that a lot, and I think Luke is talking about a time, like his time, his era. No, the best cornerback, who's the greatest Miami cornerback ever? University of Miami cornerback ever? Artie Burns? No, let me stop fucking with y'all. Artie went first round on y'all over there. Who's the best Miami quarterback ever? Duke Johnson is definitely from Dade County. Reggie Wayne from New Orleans, right? Santana Moss from Dade County. Gonzalez, Columbus. I think the whole offensive line from the winning teams was from Columbus, man. So I think so. When I was there, the coach gave me some crazy stat like Dwayne Starks. That's what I was trying to think of. Coach gave me some crazy stats. I hope Torn in here. I hope Teflon Torn in here. Coach was trying to give me some stats. There you go. Bling, he probably got Teflon Torn right there. Shout out to my boy Torn, man. Torn is the part of the footballville staff, man. To put the videos together. We do some work together, man. We make this thing happen. But Teflon Torn, we talk about this stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? But Torn, I'm here to tell you, dog. I knew that it's a lot of names that we don't think about because I knew the comments I knew the comment section was gonna get right on it. You know what I'm saying? We should just write them all down. You know what I'm saying? I knew they were gonna get right on it. But the greatest cornerback ever in University of Miami is probably Philip Buchanan. He's from Fort Myers. I joke with him about it all the time. I'd be like, dog, listen, man, Artie Burns went first round, Phil. Like, he went first round, homeboy. Of course, MJR, we have a lot of day ballers. Who would you consider the Kane? You know what? I wasn't supposed to not have this conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's like it was a culture, it was an attitude that the kids had. And it all appears that they were from the same place, which was this South Florida, brash, in your face. People tell me all the time, listen, bro, the way your kids act down there, our kids don't act like that in Texas and Cali. They're not colorful like that. They're not gonna talk. They're not gonna get in your face and trail roll. But they're on the roll in here, Twan. Twan said every great tight end is from out of the country. I mean, out of the area. So we're saying the number one cornerback. Who's the best quarterback ever played for Miami? Well, we know he ain't black Miami. Greatest running back that ever played for Miami. Who? Edgerrin James? Sapp, Reed, Kelly, Irvin, Lewis. Edgerrin James, greatest Miami played linebacker. He's from Immokalee. The greatest safety, Ed Reed. He's from somewhere else. Greatest D lineman, who? Jerome Brown, Sapp. Greatest running back, Duke Johnson. Somebody said Duke from Dade, fool. Listen, I can make that argument. Duke from Dade. Duke from Dade. You gonna put Duke up there with Edge? We got to take a vote. Who the greatest running back ever in Miami history? Duke Johnson or this guy? That's what we do. That's what we doing. And listen, Footballville started with Duke Johnson. Like I started recording Duke Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But the greatest running back in University of Miami history, Duke has the record. It's probably Edgerrin James. You know what I'm saying? Probably Edgerrin James. Duke has the record. He got it on paper, some record. That boy say OJ was a dog. OJ Anderson. Yeah, Duke got the most yards. Right. So it's probably Edgerrin. I don't know. Edgerrin then Duke. When you start getting into the Willis McGahees, and then that's when you're just talking about your favorite. Because I don't think those guys touched the ball enough, played enough. You know what I'm saying? With so much talent. So probably Edgerrin. I don't know. Then Duke. Then in theory, it would be probably Frank Gore, Edgerrin, Frank Gore, some crazy. Could have had Marshall Faulk. We could have had Marshall Faulk. Andre said you get Duke them O-lines. Bro, Andre, listen, I don't think Duke ever needed anything, though. Duke has the most yards in Hurricane history. Even Clinton Porter said I can't question that. He did it in the same amount of time I did it. Like, there's no fluke there. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly who Duke Johnson is. He's the greatest high school running back I ever saw play. Wasn't even close. Maybe the greatest high school player I ever saw play. Duke made high school football look easy, bro, on any stage, at any level. Yeah, Duke, man, man, listen, man, I could tell the Duke stories. I could just go on and tell Duke stories. Man, I was there when he checked in on campus with him. His first day, walking into the little small little dorm room. Dude stands up with no shirt on, back out, and Duke mom looks at me and says, "Oh my." Oh, I'm sorry, man. I put my shirt on. My bad. It was Denzel Perry, man. I was there, man. So yeah, you can't tell me much about Duke. At the end of the day, I don't think you put Duke over your team over McGahee. I will. I will. Listen, bro. I mean, I don't. Like I said, he's a great. Now, I never saw Frank Gore play in high school. You know what I'm saying? But I will. You know what I'm saying? I think the boy. I think the man is amazing. I think what he did in the time that he did it with Al Golden. Anybody who excelled under Al Golden them gets hats off to me. But I knew who Duke was before he went there. Duke, though, listen, Duke did not touch the ball like Frank Gore in high school. Duke averaged 11 carries a game as a junior, maybe a little bit more as a senior. The first time Duke got the ball 25 times, 20 times, was going into the playoffs his senior year when Heidelberg knew that this is it. I got Keith Brown, I got Duke, I got Uwe, I got a defense for Dave. This is it. And he handed Duke the ball 23 times versus Glaze Central. I don't know, bro. I think he had 225 yards. And I think the next week he had 300 yards. I don't know. I think he rushed for like 1,000 yards in the playoffs. But that was the first time he fed him like Frank Gore got. The first time he fed him 20 times a game was in that last run to head to the playoffs. It was almost like he strategically just played it and unleashed them on God and everybody. That Palmetto game when they were down 21-0 in the first quarter and Duke had like 100 yards. People were calling me, "Hey man, what's going on up there? They about to lose." I was like, man, Duke got 100 yards in the first quarter. And I knew the New Orleans defense was going to stand up. New Orleans defense was the catalyst of that team. When New Orleans defense buckled down, Duke finna run for 400 yards a night. And I think he rushed for like 350, something stupid, man. It was something stupid. Something crazy. But after that Glade Central game, that next morning, I called his mom and I was like, you know what? I told her, I said, you know what? I think we witnessing greatness. This was in high school now. It's like this last playoff run. I said, I think we witnessing greatness, but we can't see it because we're too close to it. And we don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like we can't, because it's Duke and it's your son, and we can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And I think I was right. I was right. McGavey was a Heisman finalist, Final Four. Oh, so that's how we doing this? That's how we doing this, T? That's how we doing this. We gonna let the man tell us who the greatest college running back is. Gonna let the man, you know what I'm saying? Who won't even all they pick is quarterback for Heisman Trophy winners. We gonna let them tell us. We gonna let them tell us who the greatest running back. Moss was crazy good. Was Moss good? Was he good at Miami? What did Moss play well at Miami? Yes, Duke played corner, man. There's actually video of Duke guarding Amari Cooper and like sticking him, like popping him. You know what? I'm gonna find it for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, bro, that's actually like video. Let me see. Thought this was gonna be easier, dog. I guess this was a long time ago. I don't even remember what the video looked like. And I'm failing right now. But yeah, Duke, they would put Duke at cornerback. I think they put him. I think he guarded Sammy Watkins. I think it's on his sophomore highlights. I think it's on the sophomore highlights. Whatever. On another note, read some of these comments. Let me see. Coach Hayes in here holding up the Duke Johnson. Duke was my MVP defensive player in the 9th grade. Yeah, right. Nah, dog was amazing, man. Dog was amazing, man. His mom took him around the high schools in the 8th grade, and they even mentioned the word JV. She just walked out there like, nah, we ain't doing JV. I know what I got right here. I see why we get so hey, we got great players and can't win nothing. Right, dog. I mean, that's the crazy part. I think we've had enough talent to win the ACC. At least the Coastal. We've had enough time to win the Coastal. He ran for 1,700 yards and 28 touchdowns. What did happen to what happened to Wiggins, the quarterback from NMB? I think he was supposed to come to Miami. Wasn't that guy? I don't think his name was Doug Wiggins, though, was it? T, what you say? Your eyes told you. Oh Lord, we've been on here for an hour and a half. We're going into the wholesome hours, man. Man, what wholesome? He was just in here. We can't do the 2-hour lives, man. That's wholesome thing, man. Like, oh Lord, we gotta get out of here, man. Anybody want to learn about Bitcoin is scrolling at the bottom. Anybody want to invest, man, in the stock market is scrolling at the bottom. Doug Wiggins, that was his name, Doug Wiggins. He went to Western Michigan. Man, I remember his name being Doug. I remember Wiggins though. I remember him. Yeah, dog. We can't be in here for going on an hour and a half. But listen, man, it's a good night. Like, you know what I'm saying? We found out that Kelvin Benjamin did not steal hot dogs from motherfucking Giants facility. Aaron Hester wanted to come to Miami. And you guys think the 6'3", 230-pound kid who cutting grass every day ain't a dog. What? He's a dog, bro. Listen, man. We're going to see what Big Aaron do. Anybody that big, bro, and move like that at running back, just give me him. We'll figure it out. So, yeah, man, if y'all want to get involved in the stock market, scrolling at the bottom, man. I'm about to get out of here and go rub on my girlfriend booty or something, man. I run my house, dog. I don't run around my house. I'm out.